Do you experience painful periods, breast tenderness, irregular periods, and other PMS symptoms around your period? In this video, I will share with you my favorite non-toxic herbal supplement that has been a really unexpected surprise in my supplement regime. For the best women's wellness and hormone healing advice, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss every video I post every month. So now let's go on to what the supplement that I'm referring to is. So I'll start with you telling you a little bit of a story. I stumbled upon Elix. Elix is this herbal tincture that I've been using for almost a year now, and through my work with women in hormone health, I stumbled upon this product and this company, and I don't experience painful periods or irregular periods, but I experienced some mild breast tenderness and mood swings, but I really didn't think that I needed anything. I thought it was like mild enough that I was okay, I don't need it, I can live with it. So I got my hands on Elix one time, and as you can tell, it is customized to me. It has my name on it, a proprietary blend that is customized to each person based on Chinese medicine, traditional Chinese medicine, using a picture of your tongue and an assessment that you take when you go onto their website. So I got my hands on a tincture almost a year ago, and as I mentioned, because I didn't really have bad symptoms, what is considered bad symptoms, I didn't take it right. So you're meant to take 6 droppers 3 times a day, and I would only do 3 or 4 drops, maybe once or twice a day. And surprisingly, even with that, I did notice a little bit of a difference, but I also still felt like, oh, my symptoms are not bad enough, I don't need this. So I didn't really take it as indicated, and so I got some benefit, but I didn't really get the full benefit of it. And the thing with herbal medication is that herbs, although they are very powerful, they're not as strong as pharmaceutical drugs. So you have to take the full amount of the herb or the herb blend in order to get the full benefit. And so I used it very sporadically, not the way that it's directed to. For the first couple months, I did notice some reduction in breast tenderness. That was one thing that I did notice. And then I became affiliated with them. I became their ambassador. And with that, I was more interested in learning more about it and experiencing it in a full way. So I ordered more of these products. I ordered a stock of it so that I could have for every cycle, and I decided to take it as indicated. So I took it 6 droppers 3 times a day, and let me tell you, one of the things that I have been struggling with is stagnant qi. So stagnant qi, in again traditional Chinese medicine, refers to stagnant life force. Qi refers to life force. So my acupuncturist and my tongue picture both reflect that I had stagnant qi, which again is stagnant life force. So there's this life force energy that is stagnated in my body. So I was experiencing fatigue and low energy, and part of it was also my experience with burnout, which a lot of women these days are experiencing as well. And with that, it was reflected on my assessment and on my Elix results that I was experiencing stagnant qi. So what happened was that I started taking the tincture as indicated, 6 dropperfuls 3 to 4 times a day, and my breast tenderness has completely gone away with every cycle. I also had some mood swings. That was my other main symptom with PMS, and that has improved as well. my mood swings were never too bad, so I didn't really always notice them, but I definitely have noticed even like a little bit of extra energy around my period, which is really, really unheard of, really uncommon. Usually around your period, you feel really tired and low, and you're meant to rest, but you are also meant to have some energy. And through taking Elix, as indicated, for the last couple months, I really feel energized throughout my period, throughout like my entire cycle, but also during those few days of my period. And another thing that I've been keeping an eye out, and I'm still kind of watching for, since I've only been taking it for like the last 2 months as indicated, is for blood color. So blood color should get brighter and more red as you get healthier and your hormones get better. And also the amount. So I tend to have what is called a lighter period, which is still within normal range, but on the lighter end, which I've always felt is such a blessing compared to women who have very heavy periods. And we also want to stay within what is healthy. So I'm also kind of having an eye out on that and seeing how Elix has helped or will help me with that as well. So if you're interested in trying them, I highly recommend it, especially if you have different PMS symptoms like irregular periods or heavy periods or really bad cramps, or as me, breast tenderness and mood swings and low energy. And I'll talk a little bit more about the product itself. It's an herbal mixture that is, again, made just for you based on the results of your tongue and of your assessment. And it's a little earthy, a little herbally. So the way I like to take it is with my morning matcha, which another thing that I would recommend is around your period to cut back on coffee, because coffee actually makes PMS worse. So if you have a lot of PMS symptoms, cutting back on coffee and adding some of the Elix into your morning tea or matcha. And also at night I like to drink tea, like a chamomile tea, so adding it then, that way you don't really taste as much of the earthiness of the herbs. Other than that, it's not very noticeable once it's in something else, and I really have enjoyed taking it and trying it and experiencing it and just noticing how my symptoms improve and how I just feel better throughout those few days. It's recommended to take 5 to 7 days before your period, so that's another thing that I've been more diligent about, making sure I'm actually taking it 7 to 5 days before my period, because let me tell you, when I first started, I was only taking it like 1 or 2 days before, and again, not as indicated. So long story short, I've loved it. I love that it's completely natural, completely herbal. It's not a typical painkiller. It won't affect your liver. It might actually make it healthier because it just supports all of your body, all of your hormone health. It balances everything out, and that is why your symptoms improve. And you might even, if you don't have regular periods, you might even balance your hormones to the extent that your periods come back. So what else? One last thing is that they also have other tinctures which aren't for PMS, but they are for immune health, which has been very important for all of us over the last year, almost 2 years. And their immune tinctures are called Get Well and Stay Well. So I've just started trying these ones. Cycle Balance I've had for about a year, but Stay Well and Get Well, I just started trying it. One thing that I actually was really surprised about and really liked was that these other 2 tinctures are very unnoticeable in your water, for example. So I tried it with just plain water. I couldn't tell the difference. My husband couldn't tell the difference, so that's great. And the other cool thing about that is that it's for everyone in your family. So if you want to boost your family's immunity, not just yours for yourself, but for your husband and your kids and your mom and your dad, having a herbal blend that supports immune health can be the right thing for you. It can be what you're looking for. So this one's Get Well, and Get Well contains rhodiola, astragalus skullcap, andrographis, cinnamon, angelica sinensis, atractylodes, bupleurum, licorice, ginger, Chinese dates, and mint. And this is, as the name states, for getting well. So if you already have symptoms of anything that you're going through that is suppressing your immune system, so if you have a cold or flu or everything else that's going on right now, that is when you would take Get Well to further support your immune response. So the other one is called Stay Well, and that's one you take preventatively. You take every day, or if you feel like you might start getting sick, you would take that one at that time. So those are the two new ones that I've been experimenting with. And as far as Cycle Balance goes, highly recommend it. Make sure you take it as indicated. Make sure you take it 5 to 7 days before your period. Let me know if you try it. If you do want to try it, you can use code Monica to get 15% off your Cycle Balance. And I'm pretty sure you also can use it for Stay Well and Get Well if that's something you're interested in too. Anyways, if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And also make sure you comment if you have any questions. Share it with women who you think this would benefit, and or other people who are looking for an immune support, especially this time, especially going into the winter. If that's something that you're looking for and something that is completely natural, completely herbal, and still works and helps support your body and your hormones, I highly recommend Elix. One last thing, it is women owned, which is one of the other reasons why I love it. And so yeah, it's a perfect combination of herbal medicine, Chinese medicine, alternative medicine, with supporting women in small businesses. So long story short, I recommend it. My experience has been really cool, especially going from not really seeing many results or much of a difference because I wasn't taking it right, because I didn't feel like my symptoms were like bad enough, to actually seeing a really big difference and a really fun shift in how I experience my period. So thank you so much for watching. Again, make sure you give it a thumbs up, share, like, and subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos. Bye!